But yes, the heat, that's going to be the big story for us today and as we get into the weekend. DFW right now, 91 degrees, feeling like it's 102 out there. So yes, it is going to be hot. We'll see those heat indices, as we mentioned, getting up to around 110, maybe even exceeding that at times as we go through the day today. As we look elsewhere around, looking at those forecast highs today, 102, maybe 103. Dallas over to Fort Worth today, up along the Red River. Anywhere you go, in fact, we're looking at triple-digit heat across our area here for today. So it is going to be quite hot, and factoring in that humidity, as we've talked about, we do have the heat alerts in effect. So we're going to be up over 105, I think, easily in most locations today, but approaching 110, maybe 110 plus, especially a little farther east where we do have that excessive heat warning here as we go through the afternoon. So yes, it will be quite hot for today and the rest of the weekend as well. The fire danger forecast, talking about that, it is going to be elevated. We had that grass fire in Parker County that we talked about yesterday. So that is certainly something that we'll have to be aware of as well, with the very hot temperatures, that lower humidity in our western counties, and some of that dry vegetation. We're starting to dry out with some pockets of some moderate drought starting to show back up across the area too, with that lack of rain. And those rain chances, maybe not zero, but they're pretty close to it as we go through today and for tomorrow as well. So here's what it looks like. Speaking of, any rain that we see will be very isolated, probably north and west of the Metroplex during peak heating, maybe heading into the early evening hours. Those will quickly, though, dissipate as we head on into tonight once the sun goes down. So that's probably about all we're going to see as far as any rain is concerned. Some low wind chances that we'll hold on to perhaps too for the upcoming weekend there on Saturday. Otherwise, that ridge of high pressure stays firmly in control, so we're going to keep it mainly dry today, and we will have those heat alerts that we've talked about here, the heat advisory and excessive heat warning here across North Texas. That heat advisory, though, going all the way down to the Houston area, and those heat alerts getting in a little farther east into Arkansas, Louisiana, up toward Jackson, Mississippi there, and Memphis as well, with the excessive heat warnings in effect. So it's not just us. A large area with that ridge of high pressure parked over the region there, going to keep all of us hot and dry. You see those temperatures, triple digits heading down to Austin today, San Antonio, out toward Abilene, the Panhandle as well, even Oklahoma City up around 100 today, and out over the Arklatex region as well. We're looking at triple digits almost anywhere you go around the region, those upper 90s, but you know it's going to be very humid heading down toward Houston today. Now, again, getting back to a hurricane, Ernesto there, getting back out to that. We are keeping an eye on that, as Chris just talked about, moving right toward Bermuda. So it's taking aim on that as that Category 2 hurricane that we're looking at, 100-mile-per-hour winds. Now, it does look like it will make landfall maybe sometime later on tonight, heading into early part of tomorrow, maybe during the overnight hours, perhaps as a Category 1. So it may weaken a little bit, but still we're talking about the storm surge flooding the winds right over Bermuda there, and even on the East Coast, even though that storm is going to stay out in the Atlantic. Once it moves away from Bermuda, we're talking about dangerous rip currents and surf along the East Coast as well as we get into the upcoming weekend. But for us, it's going to be the heat. As we get into the weekend, tomorrow gets a little bit hotter, up around 103 to maybe 104 heading into Sunday, and we're looking at that heat index. Maybe as hot as 107 tomorrow. Then as we get into Sunday, maybe 110 plus. So we are talking about some dangerous heat right through the weekend. Triple digits as well in that 14-day forecast early next week. We're going to keep it on the hot side until a little bit later in the week. We will have a front work its way in. Probably won't bring us anything in the way of rain, but it will knock those temperatures down just a few degrees as we head toward the end of next week, maybe going into next weekend.